Hello, dear students. So now today we would discuss the chapter number 7 of class 6 science, that is getting to know plants. So here, before going deep into the topic here about the plants, so let's discuss about our environment first. So if you see our environment or the things around us, we can divide the things around us in two parts. Okay, the things around us can be divided into two parts. Some are living things and some are non-living things. Are you getting this? So the living things constitute the biotic component of our environment, because our environment comprises of the two components. Some one is biotic component, another one is the abiotic component. Okay, so in biotic component, all the living things would come under the biotic component of our environment, and all the non-living things like soil, water, temperature, air, all these are non-living things. So all these non-living things would come under the abiotic component of our environment. Are you getting this? So now the plants would come under the biotic component of our environment, because biotic component comprises of all the living organisms. So plants also are the living organisms, so plants would come under the biotic component of our environment. That I have written, that also you have to write, just write it here. Our environment consists of two components, biotic and abiotic. Biotic component comprises of all the living things, and abiotic components comprises of non-living things. So I can just write here, things around us, things around us. I can divide the things around us in two parts. Some are there living things and some are non-living things. And the living things constitute the biotic component of our environment. So what is the biotic component of our environment? Biotic component comprises of the living things. Okay, so the living things constitute the biotic component of our environment, and at the same time non-living things constitute abiotic component. Are you getting this? So this is how we can divide the things around us in two parts, living and non-living. Living things constitute biotic component and the non-living things constitute abiotic component. So here the examples are like, we have plants here, we have animals. Okay, so these plants and animals are the living things and would come under the biotic component, and the non-living things such as, you have some example like soil, water, air, then we have temperature. So these are abiotic component of our environment. But one thing you have to remember, the existence of the biotic component like plants and animals, it depend you can say somehow it depend upon the non-living things. Like plants depend upon the soil, water, air and temperature. If there is no soil, no water, no air and no proper temperature, so how the plants would grow? One more example you can write here, that is the light also. That is also a biotic component of our environment. Okay, so if there is no light, so how the plants would grow? If there is no air, so how the animals would grow then? Okay, so the existence of non-living things is somehow depend upon the non-living things. Existence of living things depend upon the non-living things. Okay, so at the same time plants also, the living things comes under the biotic component of our environment. Again it depend upon the non-living things such as soil, water, air, temperature and light. Are you getting this? Okay, just note it down. Now if you see, within the living organism, within the living organisms, be it plants, be it animals, there we can see a kind of variety there. Okay, suppose if you see within the living organisms, so there is a variety there in the living organisms. Okay, there is a variety there. Like suppose in the living organism you have plants here, you have some plants here, and one some are like animals. Okay, so these are the these are the living things. So again you would find there the variety of plants here. You would find here a variety of plants there. So there is variety of plants here. Okay, But suppose but again there you would see a variety within the variety also. Let's say suppose I am taking flower here. Okay, suppose I am taking flower here. So there, suppose we have n number of flowers, so there you would see a variety of flowers there. Okay, so some are different types of flowers you would see here. Okay, so this is the variety you would find in the living organisms. Okay, like plants are the living organisms, so there we would find out a variety of plants there. So again within the variety there you would find again some variety there, like suppose flowers, so you would find different types of flowers there, so there is variety there. Okay, we would find out variety within the variety also. Are you getting this? Okay, so the next important thing that we are to study here is the morphology. On the basis of this we are to study the very important topic, that is morphology. Okay, morphology. So what is this morphology? This is very important term that we are to discuss, and on the basis of this we could find out the variety there. Okay, so what is morphology? Morphology is the study where we are just doing study of the external parts. Let's say we are doing study on the shape, the texture, the arrangement. Like suppose we have the flower here. Okay, some flower you would see there the petals are very near. Okay, in here some far, and in some flower you would see there are the petals which are again very far. Some plants you would find out the petals are very near. So here this is the term, this is the morphology here. Morphology means study of the external feature here, only the external feature. If he just doing study only on the external features of something, that is called the morphology. So morphology is the study of external features, such as we are just like here such as the study of shape, the texture, and the arrangement also. Like here you could see the different type of arrangement of the petals here. Somewhere it is, somewhere these are very near, somewhere they are very far. Okay, so this is the different arrangement here. Okay, so this is the morphology. So morphology is the study of external features. Okay, like shape, texture and arrangement. Okay, so this is morphology. Morphology, it implies the study of external features. It is the description of body parts such as shape, texture and the arrangement of the living organisms. If you are just doing a study on the shape, on the texture and the arrangement, these are the external parts. Okay, so the study of the external part is called the morphology. So here in this chapter we will study the morphology of the plants also. So different kind of variety of plants that we are able to find. How we are finding the variety of plants? It is on the basis of the morphology, because different type of shape, texture and arrangement if you would see, so that is coming under the morphology. Okay, so here we would study about the morphology of the plants. Okay, just note it down. Now we would discuss the topics ahead in the upcoming videos. Till then, stay tuned and keep watching. Thank you. Have a good day.